So I had been working on my Pokemon Center New York history video on the statues and animatronics within the past few weeks, and I had kind of lost my drive to finish it thanks to my attention deficit disorder. That's why I don't upload videos a whole lot. But I recently made a purchase that picked up my drive to finish it, so let's take a look. It was 2 a.m. in early December, and I'm laying in bed by myself as my boyfriend Ryan had fallen asleep on the couch. I get a message request in my Instagram inbox, which is nothing out of the ordinary, except this message was not a message I thought I would ever read in my inbox. It was a message that had me absolutely blown away. A small conversation was had over Instagram messages, and a few days later, my boyfriend and I were on our way to New Jersey on a 5.5-hour drive to pick up a piece of Pokemon history. One minute away from Pokemon history. So I didn't want to be awkward and film the entire transaction, so here's a quick clip of Ryan loading it into the back of the Mazda. I'm not quite ready to tease what it is yet, hence the Pokeball hiding it. Pokemon history has been acquired and is sitting in the back seat on the way back to Virginia. It was a long 10-hour day of driving, but what was sitting just behind me in the backseat made every second worth it. Alright, we are home. We have it right here. Everyone has been patiently waiting because I have been teasing everyone on Instagram so much. And now it is reveal time. Yesterday, I bought this is the Pokemon Center New York Pikachu animatronic. I have dreamed of owning any sort of display or fixture from the store, so to have the opportunity to own such a piece of Pokemon history, like when I was picking it up, I almost cried because I was just so excited to have the opportunity to own this. You have no idea, you guys. I wrote the history website, and I had no idea that the website would lead me to be able to own such a wonderful, wonderful Pokemon piece. And I am so excited to share it with you guys here today. So if you saw my previous video on the animatronics and statues that were at the store, he was on display next to the staircase along with a few other animatronics. It is thought that the other animatronics have been thrown out, and that's pretty much what happened. The gentleman that I bought it from, his dad was an architect with the store, and when they were transforming Pokemon Center into Nintendo World in 2005, he saved this cute little Pikachu from being thrown out with the remaining animatronics. The statues, as I had mentioned in my previous video, were saved and were used by Nintendo for a year or so after the store closed. But all the other animatronics were thought to be thrown out, and I unfortunately can say that yes, they were all pretty much thrown out, except for Pikachu right here. So he is, if you're familiar with animatronics, they are not only powered by electricity, but they are actually mainly powered by air. And the previous owner didn't realize that this animatronic is also powered by air, and I'm going to show you him moving with an air canister. We got him moving for the first time since 2004 when he was moved upstairs at the store. So he hasn't been moved in over 15 years, and it's pretty awesome that I got him to move. The end goal is to have him moving by himself on his own system. It's not a super priority right now for me. I'm just happy to have him in my collection. So hopefully one day he'll be moving by himself with a full animatronic computer system. So let's take a look at him. So here he is up close. I'll be honest with y'all, he is derpy as all hell. I feel like he was very poorly done. He almost looks like a prototype, but this was the one that sat in the store. So we're gonna get some up close shots for him. The biggest surprise for me was that he looks like he's made of like a plaster, but he is actually made of rubber. or a silicone, some sort of squishy stuff. I'm not really sure what, but that makes way more sense than plaster, considering that he moves. So I don't know what I was thinking. So he has like a odd seam here going all the way down. He is just so messy. I don't know what happened to him. There is no indication anywhere on him on the manufacturer, which was a little bit disappointing, but that's okay, because he's still perfect. So as I mentioned in my previous video, he does do several different animatronic movements, which I will show you here in a moment. But he does lean forward in his little bow that I mentioned in my video. And then turning to the back here, you can also see another seam back here, and it's like hollow right here. The rest of it has a fiberglass internal skeleton. And then his tail here is made of metal and is screwed into a little piece of metal sticking out. Down here is his cables. So these are the power cables, and these right here are the air tubes that move the animatronics inside of him. Isn't that right, Dirt Chew? So now I'm going to show you guys some of the movements that it had, because it is an animatronic. And again, it's simply powered by a can of air. So each little air hose does control a certain portion of Pikachu here. The one that worked the best seemed to be the tail, so I'm going to show you that right now. So we're just going to take the air can here and plug it into one of the air holes, or air tubes. So the gray one is the tail. It's down. It's hard to get it on there sometimes because it's literally just a can of air. And back up. And back down. So that's the tail. Alright, now we're going to do one of the ears. Only this ear works, so watch closely. This one I could not get to move. I don't know if the system's jammed up or what. I don't know too much about animatronics. I know roughly how they work, but not how to fix them or anything. So watch closely. Did you see that? So there's essentially 4 red cords, and it's 2 red cords per ear. One's up, one's down. And like I said, one of them I couldn't get to work. I don't know if it's jammed or what, but it's still just crazy cool. And now we're going to do bow, which it just leads forward a little bit in the face area, which is the black tubes. I just think it's so cool. He hasn't moved in 15 years, so it's pretty amazing that he works at all. The down, and then up. So cool. His arms don't really move, his face doesn't really move, so it really seems to be his ears and his tail and his overall body. So that is it, you guys. I don't think I could have topped 2020 with anything better than this. It's been a terrible year for many reasons, but this made up for literally all of it. So I don't know if I can ever top this piece in my collection. I know Pikabug was pretty much a grail car, a grail piece for a lot of people, but I think this is cooler than Pikabug. So thank you guys for being a part of the journey with me on obtaining this. It started from just a website to now owning a piece of Pokemon Center, New York. Be sure to drop a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting retro Pokemon content. I'll see you guys next time.